Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The subject I'm taking is National Value Education, and the topic is Emergency Management for GSS2 class. This is a revision of last term's topic, so I'm going to quickly go through it for those of us that were unable to attend the class or missing one or two things. As I said earlier, the topic still remains emergency management. So emergency management is an emergency management is a situation that poses an immediate risk to health, life, property, or environment. I'm going to take it again. An emergency is a situation that poses an immediate risk to health, life, property, or environment. We have so many types of emergency management. So today we are only going to deal with 3 as a matter of revision. So our next class we are going to continue further. The first one is road accidents. I'll take it again, road accidents. The second one is fire outbreak. Again, fire outbreak. While the third one is drowning. Again, drowning. So I'm going to take a little time to explain one after the other. So the first one I said is road accidents. Road accident happens on the road without planning for it. Road accident happens on the road without planning for it. So I'll quickly make an explanation of it. You know, when we are going on the road, we normally pray in the morning, may Almighty Allah make me to come back safe and go safe to where I'm going. So whereby if an accident will have to occur, one won't know. So by so doing, we have to make sure we follow the rules and regulations of the road, so thereby to make caution if there will be an accident. Though at times when an accident will have to occur, it's just by the mercy of and grace of Almighty Allah. Nobody predict that. So I want to advise parents to make sure that all the necessary things for us to check on the vehicle should have to be properly checked before leaving the house. Also, the maintenance of the vehicle too should be properly done before leaving the house in order to avoid such. By so doing, you will have cleared your mind out that, okay, as I'm going out today, I leave everything in the hands of Almighty Allah, and so as I go and come back in peace. So that is that about road accidents. The second one is fire outbreak. Fire outbreak occurs at home, workplace, in fact anywhere. So fire outbreak too is unpredictable. You know, in most homes now and offices or everywhere, we use gas cylinder. At times in most homes too, you see some people that are less privileged that use candle. I don't advise candle because when you lit candle, you might not be able to remember to switch it off when you're about to sleep. So candle is not even advisable in the homes. As a matter of fact, it will cause explosion, probably maybe by picking the rug or the carpet, then thereby moving slowly. And you know, when there's a fire outbreak, it continues to explode in a big way. And before you know it, every document or electronics in the homes or offices will have been burnt down. So it is not even advisable to encourage our small things to move close to the gas cylinder. And we have to take precautions when making do of it. So the third one I will take again is drowning. Drowning is caused by suffocation due to the presence of water in the respiratory system. I'll take it again. Drowning is caused by suffocation due to the presence of water in the respiratory system. You know, in most of our homes now, majority of us, we make do of shower. Most especially our male teens. They make do of shower when they want to have their baths. By the time you run the shower, when it is on, If you are not careful, it also affects the respiratory system, whereby not allowing them to breathe in and out properly. So by so doing, it is being switched on and off so that it's going to allow them to breathe properly, so that they will not going to be choked off along the line while having their bath. So while swimming too, it is also advisable to make do of all the protected gadgets, and it is not advisable for children to go near river. So if all those gadgets and proper monitor is done, at least you will have a rest of mind that the drowning might probably not occur. So if you follow all these rules and regulations about this emergency management, I'm sure you'll be able to overcome the risk of all this. So next, I'm going to take the prevention of each and every topic. So the first one I said was road accidents. So number one prevention is switch off all electric gadgets that are in the use before leaving the house. I'll take it again. Switch off all electric gadgets that are in the use in the house before leaving the home. For example, now if you have a fan, a ceiling fan, and it keeps rolling till the day, you can imagine the number of pressure it will have been used before you come back. So thereby, it might get melt before you arrive home, and it can also cause fire outbreak in the home. The second is don't leave candle on when you are about to sleep. I think I said that earlier. It is not even advisable to use candles in the home because it's at risk. You might probably sleep off that you won't know that the candle is still on, and thereby it's going to melt anything that is there. The third one is don't keep matches within the reach of children. Don't allow our small things to go near the matches, most especially in the kitchen. You know, we normally keep our gas cylinder in the kitchen, so it is not advisable for that. The fourth one is don't store petroleum products at home or in the office. Our parents, please, if you buy the fuel, immediately we put it inside the generator or into our car, because you never can tell if there will be an explosion or not. And whereby if you place a petrol inside the jerry can and place it under the sun, before you know it, it might explode. May Almighty Allah save us from all this pandemic. So the second is still under drowning. So how to prevent it? The first one is every well must be properly covered to prevent people jumping into the hole. If you notice some homes that are still yet to be completed, most of them don't cover the well. They fill so that if rain falls, it will be able to fall inside and fill the well accurately. It is not advisable when we have our younger teens at home. They might go there trying to see what is inside the well, and thereby putting their head, before we know it, they are drowned. May Almighty Allah save us from all this. The third one is proper monitoring of children should be done to prevent casualty. I think I've said this earlier on. We should try to monitor our children when we are at home. And if you notice the rich people again, that majority of them, they try to expose their children unnecessarily because of one way or the other, maybe they are not around. So the third one is still the prevention of road accidents. So the first prevention should be drivers should try to take precaution of the Nigerian Union of Road Workers. At least the Nigerian Union of Road Workers, they have their own rules and regulations. So we have to follow and abide by it. You check your tires before leaving the house. You fill the place where you are supposed to put water. You buy the fuel as at when due. You service your car engine and all sort of. All those will also make sure that our cars are in good condition. And as we are going, we make sure that proper care should be done. So today, I've come to the end of today's class. So by next class, we'll be able to continue from the topic. Subhanaka wa bihamdik, wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah astaghfiruka wa atubu